Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Ash Freeman here, and today we're going to be moving through a beautiful vinyasa flow together. Won't need anything for today, just a nice safe and flat space for your mat. As always, you know your body best, so please take breaks or modify whenever you need. And remembering that yoga isn't about being good at a shape or good at a certain posture, it's about being good to ourselves. So as we move through today, never forcing or pressing the body in any way, just moving with curiosity and respect and gratitude for everything our bodies can already do. Let's get moving. All right, my friends, so we'll get started today in a comfortable cross-legged position towards the back of your mat. And when you're ready, just taking your hands down onto your thighs and closing down your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. And we always just take the first few moments in our practice to find our center and to become present in this space. So maybe just simply noticing the sounds in the space around you. Maybe noticing the temperature on your skin. Maybe even feeling energy or sensation pulsing through your fingertips and your toes. And finally, simply starting to notice your anchor point, your breath. On your next inhalation, can we take a deeper breath all the way down into the belly, feeling the belly expand like a balloon. And then we're going to sigh that breath out of the mouth, letting it go. Feel the face soften, the shoulders soften. And let's take one more beautiful breath like that. Deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, let it all go. And if you'd like to set an intention for your class today, feeling free to do so. Otherwise, just taking another breath or two to allow that outside world to dissolve away for this next 30 or so minutes that we'll spend together. And let's take one more beautiful full breath in. And as we exhale, just gently opening back up through the eyes, rolling the shoulders up and back a few times. And from here, we're just going to inhale, taking the arms up overhead, stretching tall. And as we exhale, left hand comes down, just finding a beautiful stretch through the right side of the body. Can we keep grounded evenly through both sit bones and reach tall through that top arm? Take one more deep breath in. Can we maybe reach a little further on the out? And our next inhalation rises us all the way back up overhead, reaching tall again. And the exhale, right hand comes down, left arm reaches up and over. And just enjoying a stretch through the ribs, a stretch through the side of the waist for one more full breath in. Maybe a little further on the out. Inhale, arms rise all the way back up overhead. And then drawing our elbows back, can we lift up and open through the chest and the heart, maybe taking the gaze high. Staying for one more in, we open up through the heart. And as we exhale, it's like we're hugging a tree. We round the shoulders, bring the chin to the chest. And again, inhaling to open wide and lift. Exhale to round, drawing the belly back. Let's go twice more, inhaling to open. Moving as big as you can in this space as we round, and once more inhaling to open with your breath. And exhale as we round. This time as we inhale, coming up tall. Taking your right arm underneath your left, finding Garudasana, your eagle arms here. And can we pause here for a moment? Maybe again closing down the eyes. Can we melt any tension or gripping away from the face and the shoulders? So breathing into that space behind your heart for one more full breath in. And as we exhale, releasing those arms, bring the soles of your feet together as we fold forward for Badakanasana. So let's take a deep breath in, lengthen through the spine, lift through the heart. And then as we exhale, just letting that go. So we can stay up on the fingertips here. We're just warming into the hips. for the day, so you can take a little bit of time. I like to move a little bit before I settle in. So just choosing a position that feels comfortable for you, somewhere that you can breathe and stay with ease for about 3 or so more breaths. And it's nice and cloudy here today, which is always welcome. Where I am, we're on tank water. So especially if it's been dry and hot, to have a little bit of rain is always a good thing for us. And let's take one more full breath in and out. Rolling all the way back up. Now we're going to come into a kneeling position. So sitting the hips back to the heels, and again we're just going to move through that beautiful inhale, open the heart, and exhale, round it back. And twice more. Inhale to open and exhale, round. So almost thinking like cat-cow here through the spine. Once more, inhaling to open and exhale to round. And this time as we come up, open those arms wide and find your eagle arms on the other side. So left arm scoops underneath the right. And then we try and dissolve any tension we're holding through the shoulders, the face, with our breath. Pausing here. Breathing into the space between the shoulder blades for one more full breath in. And out as we let go, take the arms wide. We'll bring our knees a little bit wider apart as we come down for child's pose. So reaching the fingertips forward, forehead comes down to the mat. Taking a little moment here, can we reach those palms a little further on the mat and then soften the hips right down to the earth. From here, we're going to start to find a little bit of movement. So on the inhalation, we're going to carry ourselves forward. The shoulders stack around about over the wrists, and then as we exhale, we press back to our child's pose. Now, inviting you to keep moving just like this, or if you'd like to bring any kind of sideways movement, maybe we find a little bit of circle here. So just kind of moving into your body however feels good. Maybe we change the direction. There's no rules, just a little bit of free movement into your hips and your shoulders. You might want to take a few cat-cows. Just stay here for another breath or two. One more full breath in wherever you are. And as we exhale, we're going to sit back to our child's pose again, starting to move through a flow. So inhale, round as we come forward, then straighten out through the spine. As we exhale, a little chaturanga down towards the mat, chest lowers down. As we inhale, come to baby cobra. So drawing the heart through, pointing back through those toes. And as we exhale, sitting back to our child's pose. Let's go twice more. So an inhale carries us forward, straighten through the spine. Exhale, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale as we broaden the heart, broaden the shoulders back. Exhale, child's pose. And one more time, just like this. Inhaling forward, exhaling to lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhaling to child's pose. Coming all the way back up to all fours, take your right hand to the center of the mat. As we inhale, lift the arm up high. As we exhale, we're going to thread it under, but pause just for a moment because we're going to press back up and away on the in-breath. As we exhale, left arms dives under. And last time, inhale to reach. Can we lift a little taller? And exhale as we thread under and pause here. Take that left shoulder all the way down. An option to walk your right fingertips towards the top of the mat or come to a little half bind here. Wherever you are, can we think of pressing into the back of that left arm to find a little bit more rotation? Breathing into the belly. One more full breath in. And then exhale, right hand comes down to the mat as we press it away. Inhale, left arm high. And then taking our left hand to the center of the mat, changing sides, right arm reaches tall. Exhale as we dive and thread under. And inhaling to lift and open. Exhaling maybe a little further. And last round, inhale, can we open the heart and chest that little bit more? Exhale, diving and under, hips high over the knees, pause here. And then option to walk the left hand forward or find a half bind. Wherever you are, can we ground into the back of the right arm, find a little more twist, a little more rotation. Breathing into the belly. One more full breath in. Exhale, left hand comes down to the mat as we press away and lift last time. And then taking your hands down, walking them a little bit further forward. Tuck your toes, finding our first downward facing dog. So sending the hips back and high. Let's take a moment to pedal out through our heels. And as we're doing so, just opening into our ankles, our calves and hamstrings. Can we think of spreading our fingertips? So imagining you're like a gecko and we're spreading the palms, pressing them down and forward on the mat. And then finding your stillness here for a moment. And we're going to reach our left hand back towards our right knee, shin or ankle, and just find a little twist here. Again, those knees can be as bent as you need. Staying for one more breath in. Enjoying that twist, exhale back to center and just changing it to the other side. One more full breath in. Exhaling back to center, and we're going to take as many little steps towards the top of the mat as we need. So taking your time again, keep those knees as bent as you need, especially if it's the morning for you. If you're anything like me, those backs of the legs are super tight when you wake up. Release your shoulders, release your neck. Allow that upper body to just hang. On your next in-breath, open the arms out wide. We're going to find a half lift, flat back, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, let it go. Once more, inhale, open wide. Exhale, let it go. This time as we inhale, we rise all the way up to standing, arms reaching tall. And exhale, let's sit back to our chair pose. Ground through the heels, we inhale to lift. And exhale to lower, warming into those legs. Twice more here. Each time we sit, can we come a little lower? Last one. Exhale all the way down. As we inhale, rise, release the hands behind your back. Spread through the toes, lift up through the crown of your head, and then let's fold forward. Beautiful stretch through the shoulders. Again, your knees as bent as you need. Let's take one more breath in, let that head hang. And then our hands will come back to our lower back and release gently down to the earth. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, hands down. We're going to step the left leg all the way to the back of the mat so our right foot is forward. Ground through the front heel, lengthen the spine. Come up into your low lunge, arms rise overhead. Take a deep breath in here, spark through your fingertips. And as we exhale, we soften the hips down towards the earth. Now we can take the right fingertips down, finding a little bit of a side bend, or we can bring the forearm to the thigh. Reach tall through the left arm. Staying for one more full breath in. And as we exhale, taking both hands down to the mat, send the hips back, finding a hamstring stretch. We're drawing those toes back behind us, back towards us. This front knee can be as bent as you need. And finding a flow as we inhale, arms rise up and overhead. And as you exhale, the hands can come down again, or we send the fingertips back, reach the heart through. Again, twice more. Inhale to rise. Exhale, finding that hamstring stretch. Last one, inhale to rise. So that's a little bit of a test of balance as well. As we exhale, send it back. And this time as we inhale, rise, coming to a twist. So we can either take the left hand down to the mat or bring the hands to the heart and the left elbow onto the right thigh. Wherever you are, can we find that length from the tailbone to the crown of the head, lifting through your heart. For one more full breath in. And as we exhale, take the hands back down, tuck your back toes, lift the knee. We're coming to our warrior two. So back foot turns down, arms cartwheeling open here. Take a moment to make any adjustments to your feet. Front heel is in line with the arch of the back foot, shoulders stacked over the hips. Lunge a little further. As we inhale, straighten the front leg, paint the sky with your fingertips, and as we exhale, coming to side angle, forearm can come to the thigh, deep lunge here, or bring your fingertips further down towards the mat. And let's reverse. Inhale to straighten and lengthen. Exhale, can we come a little lower, a little deeper in our side angle? And once more, inhaling to lift. Exhaling to melt down. Let's inhale, reverse once more. And this time as we exhale, cartwheeling your hands forward, bringing your hands to the inside of the front foot. We're going to heel toe that front foot out a little, coming to lizard lunge. And there's a few ways that we can take our lizard lunge. So you might want to keep the back knee down and just take a little moment stretching through the hips. You might want to press the front knee out a little bit. For something a little more active, you can lift that back knee, or alternatively, you can come into a bind. So we drop the shoulder to the inside of the leg, reach the right arm back, bend the elbow, left arm might come to meet it. Wherever you've chosen, let's just stay for 2 more breaths. So I think this feels good for me today. Again, find that length in the spine and a lift in the heart for 1 more full breath in. And out. Hands come to the mat, tuck the back toes, step the back foot forward, Malasana, Yogi squat. Now if being right down doesn't feel comfortable for you, just come up however high feels good. Just taking a moment to kind of stretch into our ankles, knees, hips. A beautiful pose this is for our joints. And then settling into center, can we just lift the heart up a little towards the thumbs, press those knees out for 1 more full breath in. As we exhale, hands come down, toes turn forward. Heel toeing the feet back under the hips, and inhale, half lifts. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, we rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, release the hands behind the back. Inhale, open through the shoulders. And again, exhale, we bend the knees as we fold forward. Let that head hang heavy. Staying for 1 more full breath in. And as you exhale, hands come to the lower back, release down to the mat. Inhaling to half lift, arms open wide. Exhale, hands down, step the right foot all the way back, taking the back knee down, finding our low lunge. Arms rising up and overhead, shoulders settling away from the ears. Can we find a little lift and lengthen through the fingertips and a softening down through the hips? Now we can take the left hand either down to the mat or bring the forearm to a thigh, just finding a little bit of a side stretch here. Feel that beautiful opening through the front of your right hip. Staying for 1 more deep breath in. And as we exhale, taking the hands down to the mat, sending the hips back, finding your hamstring stretch, knowing each side will feel different as well. So again, you can keep that knee as bent as you need. Otherwise, let's find a flow as we inhale, come forward, arms rise. As we exhale, hands can come back down, or we reach the fingertips back, gaze is forward. Twice more, inhaling to lift. And exhale, sending it back. Again, a test of balance here. Last one, inhaling to rise. And exhale as we send it back. And then coming all the way forward again, finding our twist, either bringing the right hand down or taking the hands to the heart, bringing the right elbow to the left thigh. For the sake of my microphone, I'm going to take this option today. Breathing into the belly. One more full breath in. And as we exhale, take that hand down, tuck your back toes, lift the knee, turn the heel down. We're coming to our warrior 2, left leg is forward. Pausing here, can we lower down, keeping that connection into the outer edge of your back foot. And then straighten our front leg as we inhale, reach tall through the left arm. And exhale, finding side angle, so forearm to thigh, or reach the fingertips down towards the earth. And reverse, inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, side angle. Last one, inhaling to open. And exhale to lower. Can we lunge a little deeper and then reverse for the last time? Before we cartwheel down into our lizard lunge, hands come down, heel toeing front foot out. And again, taking whichever option felt good for you. Back knee can become down or lifted for a little more intensity. We can bring the forearms down. You can find a bind by taking the shoulder to the inside of the leg, reaching the arm back, bending the elbow, then taking the right hand back to meet it. So you choosing your own journey here. 2 to 3 more breaths. Can we soften the face, soften the shoulders? Come back to that beautiful belly breathing. Taking one more full breath in. Hands will come down again. Tuck the back toes, stepping forward. Malasana, just for a moment. Settle in center, press the knees out, lift the heart. Full breath into your heart space. Exhale, hands come down, turn the toes forward, heel toe the feet back underneath the hips. Inhale to find a half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rising all the way up to standing, arms reaching tall. Exhale, hands come back to your heart. And taking a little moment here before we continue to move, just to come back to your body, back to your breath, back to your intention. Notice if that outside world has started to creep in at all. Can we come back to this space? Staying with yourself, committing to yourself. Taking one more full breath in. Exhale, let it go, sigh it out. Release the hands by the sides. Rolling the shoulders up and back, growing tall, lifting from the crown of your head. On your next in-breath, arms rise up and overhead. Exhale as we fold forward. Inhale, we half lift. Exhale, hands come down, step or jump all the way back. High plank position, let's pause here, spread those fingertips, lengthen here through the spine. Deep breath in through the nose. Knees can come down or stay lifted as we lower with control, chaturanga, elbows pinning in. Inhale to baby cobra or upward dog. Exhale, pressing all the way back, downward facing dog. Inhale onto the toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, open wide. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rising up, flowing straight through as we exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands come down, step or jump back, lower with control, chaturanga. In breath to lift the heart, broaden the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a little bit of time here to pedal out, shift the hips, whatever feels good for you. And we're going to continue to flow from here. So coming to your three-legged dog, let's lift the right heel high up towards the sky, pointing through those toes. One more full breath in. And as we exhale, draw the knee to the nose, tiger curl, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, sweep it back high. Exhale again, draw it forward. Last one, inhale high. This time as we exhale, step the foot forward between the hands. Beautiful. Come onto your fingertips, find your balance, and then take the arms up and overhead as we straighten through that front leg. Palms come together again, little test of balance. We're right on those back toes. Stretch through the front of the body, maybe lifting the gaze. Deep breath in here. And as we exhale, deep lunge forward to arrowhead. So we're reaching through the crown of the head, sending energy back through your fingertips. Stay in the lunge as we reach arms forward. And exhale, swim the arms back through space. Twice more, inhale with your breath, reaching. Exhale, can we deepen that lunge a little further? Nearly there, last one. Inhale to reach. Exhale, swim it back. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale, hands come down, straighten that front leg as much as you can. And relax through the shoulders. Relax through the neck. A little hamstring stretch here. Just 2 more breaths. Full breath in. Let's just find maybe a little bit of a half lift. And then exhale, let it go. Starting to bend through that front knee. Take your hands to your heart. We're moving to our warrior 3. Virabhadrasana 3. So starting to hover, back leg up off the mat. An option to reach arms back or forward or stay at your heart. We're going to stay for 1 more full breath in. Hands are going to come down, bend through that front knee. Our back knee is going to slide behind our front foot, and we're going to come all the way down to sitting. Well done. So hopefully you've got your right leg on top and your left leg tucked in under you. Sit bones down on the mat. Take a deep breath in as we take the arms up and overhead. And right hand's going to come down behind us. Left arm's going to hug that knee in towards the chest, or bring the elbow to the outside of the knee or the outside of the thigh. Just enjoying this little twist. Can we think of lifting up through the crown of the head on the inhale, and the exhale finding a little deeper twist from the belly. 1 more full breath in. Exhale, gently releasing the pose. Your top leg, your right leg, is going to sweep all the way back and behind, and we find ourselves in pigeon pose. So hands come down to the mat, lengthen through the front of the body. You can take a little moment to get nice and comfy here, and then keeping that length, slowly lowering down. So we can come onto the forearms. It can feel nice to rest your forehead into your thumbs. We can reach all the way forward, or you can stay up on your hands. Again, it's choose your own adventure. It's noticing how your body's feeling today, and all of our bodies are different every single day. So, again, never pushing or pressing. We want to find a position or a shape where we can breathe. So you never want to come somewhere that you're kind of fighting your own breath. If you find that you are, just back it off a little. And can we again find that softness through the face, softness through the shoulders and the breath. 1 more breath in. And then exhale, wherever you are, bringing your hands back down to the mat. Tuck your back toes. We're going to inhale, sweep the left leg, the front leg back and high. So left heel up to the sky. Bend the knee and open through your hip. Now you have an option to stay here, or if you'd like to come to Wild Thing, that top foot's going to come down all the way behind us, land onto the balls of the foot, and then we inhale, lift the hips, lift the heart, reach the left arm long. So beautiful stretch through the front and the side of the body. 1 more full breath in. And take your gaze back down to the mat as we come back to a high plank position, maybe keeping that left leg lifted, otherwise taking it down. We lower with control, chaturanga. Moving through your vinyasa, moving through your flow, meeting back in downward facing dog. Pausing here. And let's take 3 breaths just to find our center again. Before we come to the other side. So starting again to move. Inhale, lifting the left leg high, heel to the sky. Exhale, draw the knee forward to the nose, tiger curl. Sweep it back high. Exhale, draw it forward. Last one, inhale, sweep it high. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Take your time, staying up on those back toes. Bring the fingertips to the mat, and then arms rise up and overhead as we straighten that front leg. Lift the heart, maybe lift the gaze, find a balance here. And on your exhalation, coming forward to our arrowhead. Moving with our arms, inhale, we reach. Exhale, we deepen the lunge, swim the arms back. Twice more here. Notice if you're gripping with those front toes, can we relax? 1 more breath in and out. Staying here for another moment. Then taking hands to the mat, releasing over that front leg. Again, front knee can be as bent as you need. Some might like to draw the toes back to the face. We'll just take 2 or more breaths here. So on your next lift, your inhalation, just find that little half lift onto the fingertips. And then exhale, really let it go. Bend the front knee, hands come to the heart. Moving to our warrior 3. So slowly, slowly, with control, starting to lift that back leg when you're ready. Finding a drishti, a gaze point. One point of focus to help you find your balance. If you fall out, remember it's just yoga, it's okay. Just come back when you're ready. Staying for one more full breath in. Bend the front knee, take the hands down, slide the right knee back behind the front ankle. So we should have landed with our left leg in front. As we inhale, lifting up nice and tall, arms overhead. Take the left hand behind you, the right hand hugging in that thigh. And option 2, again, take the knee to the outside of the elbow to the outside of the knee. Beautiful. And we're just thinking of twisting from the belly, twisting from the heart. One more breath in here. And exhale, releasing back to center. Top leg, front leg, your left leg is going to reach all the way back as we come to pigeon pose on the other side. So taking a moment to set up here. Broaden and open through the heart and the chest. And then exhale when you're ready, coming forward. Coming back to your breath. Seeing if we can smooth out through those exhalations. Soften the fingertips, soften the face, soften the jaw. Just letting go of any gripping of those hips. Melting down any further. Well, I could stay here for another 10 minutes, but unfortunately we have to keep moving. So slowly, taking those hands back to the mat, lifting up through your chest. Tuck your back toes. As we inhale, your front leg is going to sweep back high, so right heel up towards the sky, bend and open through the hip. Now staying here, or slowly right toes come down behind us, landing on the ball of the foot, and inhale, we lift the heart, lift the chest, take the gaze towards your top fingertips. And take one more full breath in, enjoying that stretch in the front of the body. And then turning the gaze back down to the mat, coming to a high plank or a 3-point plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Then moving through your flow. Exhale, this time back to child's pose. And just take a little moment here. I like to rock the hips a little bit from side to side. You might want to just release through the neck as well. And then slowly walking the hands back towards you. Let's just come to a little camel pose. So hands onto the lower back, fingertips facing down, elbows drawing back. An option to just stay here, pressing the hips and the heart forward and up. Maybe you take your hands back onto your heels. So just finding an option of variation that feels good for you. One more full breath in. And then exhale, take the hands back to your spine. Sit the hips back to the heels. Just finding a little release through the neck and through the shoulders here. Hands come down to the mat. Take your hips to the side. Make your way all the way down onto your back, where we'll bring just our hands to our belly and start to find A little rinse out, bringing the knees from side to side, until they come all the way over to the right, and pause here for a gentle twist. And you can take your hands to a T shape or a cactus shape. You might want to straighten through that top leg and take hold of the toes with your right fingertips. Just finding a twist that feels comfortable for you. One more full breath in. Exhale, release. We'll come to the other side. And again, finding a shape, a position that's good for you. Maybe straightening that top leg. Finding the foot with the fingertips. Letting go of any control of the breath. And start to just let the body begin to relax and let go. As we come back to center, just hugging those knees in towards your chest. Maybe finding a little gentle rock from side to side, maybe starting to find happy baby. So we take hold behind the thighs, maybe the shins or the outer edges of the feet. Just finding any last movement here that feels good for you. So maybe bringing the heels towards each other. Just a time to tune and check in if there's any last stretch or pose that would be beneficial for you. And then just taking the hands again behind your legs, gently rocking up, coming to a cross-legged position. Bringing your hands to your heart center. And again, just feeling those sit bones grounded down towards the earth. And on your next inhalation, a lifting and a lengthening up through the spine and the back of the neck. And taking a moment in gratitude for everything that your body has just done, everything that it does for us every single day, and the miracle that is to have a heart that beats, lungs that breathe, and a mind that can think and dream and create. Taking one more full breath into your heart space. And exhale, bowing your head towards your hands. May we all be happy. May we all be healthy. May we all enjoy our lives. To one, to each other. From my heart to yours, namaste.